In today's lesson we are going to learn how to make this really pretty scarf. I would class this as a beginner's project as it is only made from chains and double crochet. So let's get started on the lesson. The multiple for this granny stitch scarf is 4. What that means is we do 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is our scarf wide enough? No. So do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you keep doing this until it's wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's how wide I'm going to make mine. And what we want to do now is, first of all, plug our camera in before it goes flat, because I've been making lots of tutorials today. And then we want to double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So we don't count the one that's on our hook here. That's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to wrap our yarn, go into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that counts as 2 stitches. This chain part here is our first, this is our second. Altogether we need 3. So going back into that same stitch we just put our previous stitch into, we're going to make a double crochet. And now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip 3 chains down the bottom. So we've got into this one, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go into the next one. So you're skipping through 1, 2, 3. I've yarned over, we're going into the next chain. And we want to work 3 double crochets into that same chain. And we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 3 chains and go into the next one. So yarning over, skipping 3, so that's 1, because we just went into that one. So it's 1, 2, 3. Going into the next one, I've yarned over, going into the stitch. I'm just holding down here so it doesn't stretch out that chain too much. Otherwise you end up with this big gaping hole. So I'm going into the same space, working another double crochet, going into that space again and working another double crochet. So altogether we're going to have 3 double crochets into that same stitch or same chain space. So we're going to chain 1, hoping I did a chain 1 there, and we're going to skip 3 and go into the next one. So that's 1, 2, 3. This is our next one. Oops, so yarning over once, going into the next stitch, so you skip 3 going into the next chain. 1, we need to do 3 into the same space, 2, and 3. Chaining 1, skipping 3, going into the next one, yarning over, working 3 double crochets into the same stitch, So skipping 1, 2, 3 and into the next one, and into the last chain, because you skip 1, 2, 3, going into the last chain, you're going to put 3 double crochets. You should have something that looks exactly like that. So if you start with the 3 stitches, you end with the 3 stitches. Our next row, and you will alternate these 2 rows, is chain 3 and add 1, so you chain 4, which counts as the first double crochet in a chain 1. Then we're going to work 3 double crochets into this space. It's 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, so as you've guessed, in every space we work our 3 double crochets and our chain 1. So it's 2 and 3 and a chain 1. So it's just like when you make a granny square, in your spaces you're doing your 3 double crochets and a chain 1. And now if we have 3 below it, on the row below, we want to put 1 double crochet into the last stitch. So at the 3rd chain, so that's 1, 2 and 3. Going through both loops. If you can get it. There we go, got it. Working 1 double crochet, because if you start with 1 double crochet, you end with 1 double crochet. So we need to chain up 3, and what it is going to do is alternate between 3 stitches. The next row is 1, so our next row is 3. So we're working into the chain, into the space here, chain 1 space, working 2 double crochets. So it'll go group of 3, 1, group of 3, next row will be 1, and it'll alternate between those 2. So we do our chain 1, because we do our chain 1 in between our groups of 3s. Chain 1 into our space, working our 3, chain 1 into the next space, and you just repeat this all the way across. That's 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and up to our last space here, so that's 1, 2, and just to give it a nice even edge, instead of doing a 3rd one into there, you're going to work it into the top of the chain 3. And I found that this gives it a neater edge. There we go. So you start with 3, you end with 3. the next row has to be the 4 chains, which is repeating that previous row. And you just repeat this until you have the size that you desire. If you want to change colour during your project, what we do is we complete the first part of the stitch, but we don't complete the whole stitch. So I have to do 2 into this gap, what I've already done, and then 1 into the chain. So I wrap my yarn, I go into the chain space, pull up a loop, and you would pull through 2, and then you would normally pull through 2 and finish off your stitch. But to change colour, this is where we do it. We do it in that very last part of the stitch. So grabbing your new colour, we just make a loop. I've just got a little bit of thread hanging down there. Put it on our hook. It's a bad background for this colour, sorry. So it's on our hook, and then we are just pulling the new colour through these 2 loops. So this is what we would do normally to complete our double crochet stitch. So now what we've done is joined in this new colour. So we're going to drop this colour we had before. So this is my pinkish colour. We're going to pick up the new colour that we're adding, and then we're going to start as normal. So then I need to chain 4 because that's the part I'm up to. So whatever part you're up to, you just continue on with what you were supposed to do. So then I do my normal stitches, and then what we have is we've changed colour. So what you can do is just pull down a little bit on that, on the ends, and that just secures that into your work. And there we go, you've changed colour. So you can do that as often as you like. I normally do it at the beginning of the row. I think it looks better. It gives you a better effect. If I can put it straight for you so you can see. The better effect if it's done at the end of a row. So thank you for watching that little part. I hope you did find this little tip useful for you, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Here is my finished scarf. Thanks for watching my video, everybody, and please subscribe to my videos as there will be lots of tutorials coming up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the boxes below and thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. We do have a Facebook and Ravelry page, so you can share your creations over there. If you're not a member of Facebook or Ravelry, you can email me your creation in the to the email address in the box below the video, in the description box. So till next time guys, happy crochet!